that's not good. Is that gonna work? Hold on a second. I need to figure this shit out. That works. Hi, how are you? How was your day? It's 5:55 on March 5th. I got out of work. I'm fed. I'm being rude and picking my teeth in front of everybody. Glad you're on. Was just talking about you. What's going on, Randall? How you doing, bud? So, actually, no, I'm not gonna turn on the car. What were you talking about, man? Anybody watching right now, thank you very much for tuning in. You could be on the Haps app, you could be on Facebook or Twitter or Twitch or YouTube or wherever. Thank you very much for tuning in. You ever thought of doing Uber? Not in my van. I don't want anybody else in my van. At one point when I had my car, when I was living with Pam, I had a vehicle of my own, and I mean, to be honest, I even thought about it when after Pam passed away, and I had the car in the RV as a way to make money. But no, I don't want anybody else in my vehicle. I don't mind grabbing something like food and delivering it to people's homes. A murdered out Honda, it wasn't because they have rental discount through Hertz and other ones. So you're saying I could rent a vehicle from Hertz and Uber with it? How you doing, Bilbo? What's going on, buddy? Haven't seen you in a while. I'm gonna say no. That doesn't sound like something that would interest me. Yes, I've been doing this for 4 months. Nice. You making good money? Good and true. I'm doing well. Finished work. I just went and had some Chinese. Um, a full belly, content. I get to go home and I got the windows rolled down, so nice breeze going. I'm gonna watch some YouTube videos on my phone and probably go to sleep. Look up some Dungeons and Dragons stuff too, probably. You are home? I'm always home. I'm not in Ben's driveway, no. No, I just got out of the Chinese restaurant, so I'm still in the parking lot. Because there's not much light left. There's probably like maybe a half an hour of light left. So I figured I'd just jump on here for a half hour, see what everybody's doing. What did I eat? Watch the Rad Brad. He did Horizon. He did Horizon Forbidden West game recently. All right. um, I had a lot of broccoli. Like I yanked a lot of the broccoli off of the chicken and broccoli. So I just had like a plate half full of broccoli and a couple pieces of chicken on a stick and like a spoonful of the seafood. Um, it's like imitation crab and cheese. Not bad. I had like a spoonful of that, but mostly broccoli. Um, and water. The Rad Brad. He did Horizon Forbidden West game. Horizon Forbidden West. Is it a role playing game? I like to get the imitation crustacean and eat it. It's pretty good. But usually I'd get a couple stuffed mushrooms. I didn't get that. Sometimes I'd get the coconut shrimp, but I didn't get that. Yeah, I skipped a lot of stuff today. New game, part two of series. The new game that I've been really into lately, other than like, so there's two Dungeons and Dragons games, two sessions I'm trying to work on. One is every other Tuesday with these nice folks, and then every Thursday at Sci-Fi City, um, up the road uh, from here. But I don't know. I don't know how well they're gonna go. Sup? How you doing? Hello, robot. Um, the people are nice, but I just don't know if they're, you can't know after one session. I'm fine. How about you? Oh, you are. I'm doing all right. Thanks for asking. I thought you were a robot spamming my chat. Are you watching me on Twitch right now? You look like a Twitch guy. Oh, they have the spam bots and stuff like that just come on and they type a random thing and want to link you to some porn or whatever. Well, I do watch you on Twitch. Excellent. You're still 3231 at Gmail. I am. 3231 at gmail.com. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Um, but the one video game that I play, I've been playing a lot of, is Project Zomboid. Are you still streaming on multiple platforms? I am. I'm on the Haps app right now, broadcasting out to Twitter and Twitch and YouTube and Facebook and wherever else. Trying to get up to 1,000. I'm up to like 650 followers, but I need like 1,000 on TikTok, and I think Instagram as well. You need 1,000 on there too. Yeah, you can check out my Beacon page. Absolutely. Go to 323.one. 323.one. Um, all my social medias. uh, but yeah, like I was saying, Project Zomboid. I got banned off Twitter again. Sorry to hear that. Project Zomboid is a game where you could play single player or multiplayer in this map that has like default. It has like 4 or 5 different towns on it that you can travel across. Like stretches of highway in between, and it's like after the apocalypse, you can set either a little bit of zomboids, a lot of rather little zombies, a lot of zombies, no zombies. How long does food last? How long will power stay on? How long will the water stay on? What is weather like? It's got a lot of different options on it, but it's totally customizable, sandboxy type of game. And I just played. Yeah, I know, Jade. Yeah, I know. Anyway, I'm studying history, and I'm curious about the opinion of Americans' historical events. So was the fall of Yugoslavia a big event in the U.S.? No, no. Um, uh, I'm trying to remember the two. Was it Czechoslovakia? Is what I'm thinking of. Slovakia and the Czech Republic split, and I'm not too familiar with a lot of recent history outside of what I learned in high school. I'm not really knowledgeable in a lot that goes on outside of the U.S. just because there are other people that are politically, that that pay attention to what goes on in other parts of the world. But for me, I just kind of stick to my own business. Like, I've had problems with depression. I've had problems, with my girlfriend passing away. I've had problems with jobs and problems with trying to find a place to live and just worrying about my own thing. you know, Enough going on in my life that what can I do? How much of my energy can I actually put into affecting things going on in the world? You know, I live on a very small scale. There's the town that I live in, and then maybe I travel outside of my town about 2 or 3 hours max. Which, I mean, now I travel around the U.S. a little bit more, but still, I mind my own business. I get up in the morning, I do my work, I eat something, I watch a couple of YouTube videos or play a game, and I go back to sleep. That's pretty much me. We got wind here, and stream is dropping it. Oh, stream is dropping out for you. I'm sorry to hear that. Hope it sticks around on your end. Yeah. I can tell you this much: whatever's going on in the world, I wish people the happiest of lives and the best of lives. Like, I want everybody to be safe and happy. But I care about people, but I don't like politics and stuff like that. Not really, not really something I pay attention to. There are people that can do that. That watch the news. Like I said, they read the newspaper. They go online. They're connecting with people all over the world in that sense. Um, they can handle that. Um, my brain just can't handle like all that information. My attention span is very small because the way that I see it, I spend most of my energy on me being a good person. I try to be polite. I try to mind my own business. Um, you know, my whole goal as to be a streamer is not to make people aware of a particular cause. I want to send Putin a bag of dicks. Dick gummy is shaped like a valve. Um, yeah, there are people that support a cause, and they want to promote that cause. I'm not that type of person. I'm the type of person that wants to be there if somebody wants to get away from all that stuff. They just want somebody to say hi to, and you know, what type of games do you like, or just something, so, something you'd talk to a friend about, not an analyst or a reporter or anything like that. A sanctuary, yeah, pretty much. And because there are so many people out there that know more about politics than I do, that they have their opinions, they have facts just sitting in their head like a whole vault of information and dates and times, and they can just tell you exactly what's going on, current events all over the world. What's happening in China, they could let you know. What's happening in Russia, they could let you know. What wars going on, what political parties are interested in what, how monies work. finance, all that stuff, just not me, man. You know, that's more than I can handle. Cleric Robarge. That works. I tried to take a couple levels in Bard, but Cleric. I mean, if you want to ask me my opinion on a few things, it's pretty easy. You know, what do I think about war? Not a fan. What do I think about money? Uh, it's necessary for some things, but you know what? If it wasn't, I'd be happy with that. Excuse me. Sucking teeth. That's got to be so gross. What did you do today? Well, I went online and I was looking for something to entertain me, and this guy was sucking his teeth and picking food out of it. Gross. Sorry. I should take 5 minutes. It's because the sun was going down. I had very limited time. So as soon as I got out and got into my van, I started broadcasting. I probably should have given myself a good 5 minutes just to clean my teeth instead of doing it on a broadcast. So again, Mr. and Mrs. Internet, my apologies. Tina Louise, hello, sweetheart. How are you? Glad to see you're still being true to you. Politics and/or people pleasing, not you. Purity and honesty, not valued in today's world, but I value your clarity on where you stand. Thank you. World never ends. I know where to find Matt. Nearest enclave. Um, I want people to be happy. I want people to figure it out. You know, figure out what the world is and what life is and how we should treat each other. I try hard even not to talk about those things. You know, like I could sit here and preach about what I think the world should be and what everybody should do. Certainly, that's super important for people to know. To have my voice heard. Um, that everybody should get along. Everybody should uh, care less about political affiliations or religious affiliations and just like be better people, agendas and all that shit. Um, but I try to do it in deeds and not words. I try to just be a good person. And part of my philosophy, a big chunk of my philosophy, is mind your own business, which I exercise on a daily basis. I mind my own business. Because the minute that you stop worrying about what's going on in your neighbor's yard or in another part of the town or another state, another country, across the ocean, on other planets, it's like the minute that you stop worrying about other people and just take stock of who you are and see what you can do to improve yourself. This is shit that I thought as a teenager. Like, man, if people just didn't worry about other shit and just took stock of themselves and said, what can I do to improve me, and made that their goal, the world would automatically be a better place, wouldn't it? instead of the pointing fingers and cancel culture, and instead of somebody complaining to somebody else because they weren't happy with this or that, it's like, okay, just like, had an example today, or someone that just called up the Domino's that I worked at and wanted to complain because they ordered food and it showed up an hour later and it was cold. First of all, it's not going to be cold. You're exaggerating. We like, I know that the person, you know was just wanting to call to complain. That's what people like to do. They're unhappy with something, so they find some excuse to yell at somebody to make themselves feel better. And I wish people would stop doing that. Instead of looking for somebody else to blame or looking for somebody else to complain, just work on you, man. Do something to make your life better. Quit focusing on something else. By the way, when did you get shirts done? Shirts, I didn't get a lot of them done. They're pretty much on a per order basis. Like, I think it's, is it Teespring? No, I don't think it's Teespring. Where is that? Um, where is that? I forget the website, but I did set up something where you can. Maybe it is Teespring. Um, you can. They have them printed to order. Like, if you want one shirt, they will print off one shirt and they will send it to you. There's no minimum order. Um, there's a lot of stuff available, but it's been a while since I messed with any of that. Yeah, I think it is teespring.com/3231. Now that I think of it. I haven't been broadcasting enough on a consistent basis to to say that I'm creating a whole lot of content that would warrant merchandise. You know, um, the T-shirts have been available for a while. The merch, the what the stickers and whatnot have been available for a while, and if people were interested, then they would have bought them. But thousands of people, when I was super interested in selling merch, when I was super interested in making content and I wanted to push it, uh, I think maybe three people bought a T-shirt. So obviously not a lot of demand for it. So I didn't see any point in trying to push it and promote it to people. Um, so the recent thumbnail with a shirt. Yeah, I bought a couple of them just to check the quality of the product, and they're nice. They're nice shirts. I'm happy with the design. I'm happy with how they turn out when they deliver to you. You know, they're fairly inexpensive for like a personalized shirt, printed and sent out to you in a reasonable amount of time, where you can just purchase one shirt if you want to. They're a good deal, good quality, good price. The only way I could do better than that would be to buy a shit ton of black shirts and white ink and get the materials to make my own screen printing and just run off a bunch of them, make a bunch of shirts myself. Um, but uh, up until recently, I hadn't been. Nope, there weren't any plans. I had my own health issues. I had, you know, things I needed to take care of. I bought one in orange a couple years ago. I still wear it. Aw, that's awesome. Good to hear. I need a picture. You need to send me a picture of you in your shirt, or in my shirt, technically. Um, yeah, when I get around to making more content, Ben and I always talk about doing a couple of podcasts and you know improving on the production quality, uh, pumping out some more like significant content. Uh, when that happens, I'll start worrying about t-shirts again. But there's a lot of that like right now it just doesn't seem feasible. Or at least putting the effort in on that doesn't seem like something that'd be something I'd do quite yet. We're not at that point yet. That as far as my money is concerned, where I'm putting my money now, I mean, Ben and I were even talking about going out to a couple events, like a wrestling event or concerts type stuff. Mr. Waters, hello, sir. How are you, buddy? Um, Ben was talking to me today. He sent me a text. He's like, "There's a Black Label Society will be in Chattanooga in May, I think he said." And I'm like, "Yeah." In my heart, I feel like if I have money, I'd rather put it towards producing content than consuming content. COVID knocked down a lot of business possibilities for now. Yeah, yeah. My mindset had not really been in what can I do, where can I go, how can I, like um, a lot of it's been keep your head down and just go through the normal day to day type of thing. Um, and like in December, I had a heart attack, so I was concerned about bills and stuff like that as far as that's concerned. Matthew, say hi to Andrea. I was just telling her how long we've known each other. Hello, Andrea. How are you? Pleasure to meet you. I'm Matt. I'm a buddy of Marcus, and only slightly less handsome and charming. Um, yeah, between COVID and health issues and stuff like that, like, and just kind of my general state of mind, I hadn't been uh, into like motivated um, to produce content or worry about anything like that. It's just like I said, it's wake up in the morning, go to work. Um, she's my girlfriend. She says hi, hello. Um, uh, yeah, my passion, I should say. That's the word I was looking for. Passion just hasn't been there. So sorry you went through that heart attack thing, man. Prayers always for you. Thank you. Appreciate that. Tough love. Yeah, there's it's timing. You go through life and uh, my passion usually is there and then not there. Um, I just became more focused on getting in a better mood. Recovering from that. But now, months have gone by. I've dropped weight. I feel better about me. Um, I feel a little more confident as far as that I still know that I have something to offer. I can talk. I can speak well. I still love the things that I love. Even a small thing like starting up these two Dungeons and Dragons or joining these two groups. if something comes of that, that'd be fantastic. If not, I may, at the very least, jumping in there and doing it. I may start my own group. I don't know. Still in Tennessee? Yep. Still in Knoxville. Yes, sir. Yeah, every time I talk to Ben about, taking an hour or two and making a few 30-minute podcasts about role playing and stuff like that. Like just the idea of, wow, we could, that'd be take one night a week, a couple hours, uh, make 4 shows in 2 hours. Uh, you know, put them out there like once a week, um, or twice a week, 2 shows a week. Just something for people to enjoy. Totally doable. Many people's plans were changed or were derailed over the past year or year and a half. Tough it out. We'll be here. I appreciate it. David, hello, sir. Still working for Domino's? Yes, sir. Yep. Yep. I'm happy with a lot of like I think I got most of it nailed down. How much I work, how much money I make, uh, how to spend that money. You know, allowing myself a day or two for social. Uh, the every other Tuesday group. So far, we only got together once, and it was fun. Um, I don't necessarily like just every other Tuesday. Like I'd rather have a weekly thing. I like a routine, and a weekly routine especially. Once every 2 weeks is just not enough for me. Uh, if it's not a daily thing, which I'm totally fine with, it's like a week uh, makes me happy. Mondays are for this, Tuesdays are for that, etc., etc. Friday, Saturday, Sunday I work. I am your father. Um, I work Friday, Saturday, Sunday. So a Thursday night thing, I could do that once a week, but it's like 5:30 to 8:30 ish. That to play D&D, so that's doable. So my Thursday nights are taken care of. Friday, Saturday, Sunday taken care of. Uh, if I could, you know, have a weekly Tuesday group, that'd be great. But it's not. It is what it is. Um, I mean, they have families and stuff, so I know that everybody has work and families and everything. Uh, what else? Yeah, so it's too soon to tell if those things are going to work out. Ben was mentioning something about Mondays and Wednesdays would work better for him. So I'm kind of like spitballing in my head. What if I did like a weekly Wednesday thing at Sci-Fi City, this nerd shop that's about 10 minutes up the road. I don't know what kind of schedule the store has. That's something I need to look up. But I'm like, maybe I could do a Wednesday group. Um, Not necessarily fifth edition Dungeons and Dragons. Maybe something, maybe whatever the demand is. Really, I've never DM'd. I mean, not on a regular basis. So I could do that, or I could. Maybe this is the time to do 10,000 Worlds. I discussed 10,000 Worlds with my Tuesday group, and a couple of them seemed pretty interested in that. So usually everybody I talk to about 10,000 Worlds is like, "Oh, right on, it's cool. Yeah, I think that might be something I'm interested in." Not a not a lot of excitement, but a little bit. But I got my dice. I think I showed these before. These are my Tortle dice. I wish I could get an orange set like this, just like super bright. 10,000 Worlds will come to fruition. I hope so. I hope so. I looked it up online, by the way, and there is a Christian group, um, or a Christian thing this guy started called 10,000 Worlds. I forget what it was. I might have looked up hashtag 10K Worlds on YouTube or something like that. Like on something. I just looked up 10K Worlds, and this guy's page popped up, and it's like, was it YouTube? It might have been. And I'm like, so I can explain my thing where 10K Worlds is a role playing game based off a book I read called, or a book cover of a book that I saw called 20,000 Words. Like, so at least I know the origins of my thing, and what I do makes sense because the role playing game has 10,000 worlds in it, conceivably. So at least I can come up with that. Like, I have no idea what Christian reference. Like, it made me think for a while. I'm like, is there something in the Bible that talks about 10,000 worlds? And I'm like, no. I'm pretty sure there isn't any reason. I'm like, why would you do? Why would somebody? But then again, you could say blue, and somebody's got a website, a Christian website called Blue or whatever. It's like, it doesn't need to make sense. Um, and good luck to them and whatever they're doing with their thing. I'm still doing my thing. For a second, for like a split second, I thought maybe someone was trying to troll me, and they came up with a Christian 10,000 worlds thing because of because of what I was creating. But I'm like, that's a little. That would be me being a little self-absorbed if I'm like, somebody did this to me on purpose. I'm not that important. The sun is down. I'm about to lose light drastically. I might just end the broadcast here. Maybe we can all get together again tomorrow. In fact, what I'll probably do is before work, I may go grab me a coffee, and then I'll park. Good, my young Padawan, embrace the dark side. You know it to be true. um, that reminds me, one of my buddies on Facebook is starting to play Star Trek Adventures, like the pen and paper role playing game, and I'm like, they're playing Star Trek Online, and they're starting to play the role playing game, and I'm like, oh damn it, dang it! He's in a group with his buddies. I'm like, oh, like I want to roll dice. I don't care where. In person would be fantastic, but I'm like, oh man. Either way, I love you too, bud. Thank you very much. it's so tough to get a social group together, especially when it's something that like it role playing games are great. Pen and paper games are fantastic. I'm not in enough social circles that I'm gaining friends to know. It's like the only way I can't build a group without getting involved with the community. I'm not in school anymore. I'm not like the place that I work. People aren't interested, so I don't have a lot of like grounds. I don't have a lot of property to you know what I'm saying, to roam around. I don't go to bars. I don't go to social clubs. I don't do anything like that. Like the Sci-Fi City, I just hanging out there and online. Um, Under normal circumstances, I could build, you know, a I can build some circles. But add to that, I don't go out much, and we're still kind of the pandemic isn't. We're not totally out of the woods yet. Certainly a lot closer. No, certainly not like it was last year. So um, I think you know this weekly thing at Sci-Fi City will be a big help. I need to jump into another group. I think is what it is. Um, Maybe see if anybody's doing something on a Wednesday, and just you know exist around other people, and eventually find out about their interests as far as other games, playing something else. Uh, I'll make it work. But yeah, I'll go ahead and end the broadcast here. Have a great night, everybody. Sci-Fi City, is that your local game shop? I assume. Yep. Yep. Sci-Fi City is up in Fountain City. It's about 10 minutes away from here, and they have comic books and miniatures. A ton of miniatures on the walls. Some board games, dice. The uh, some collectibles like the statuettes and such. Uh, a bunch of tables for you know war gaming or pen and paper gaming sort of thing. Um, they have a couple groups. Um, like Thursday nights, I know they're busy, but I don't know where. I think they do like Magic the Gathering and stuff like that too. But yeah, I need to look up their schedule and find out what nights they have what available. Look that up and figure something out. Anyways, but all right, you guys have a good night. I will talk to you guys later on. Talk to me on Facebook if you need to, Instagram, wherever. I'm all over the place at 3231. Uh, Anybody watching this on one of the other apps, I'm on Haps, I'm on Twitch, I'm on YouTube, I'm on Twitter, Facebook, Instagram. I'm all over the place at 3231. Follow me if you haven't followed me. Share the broadcast with your friends. Get on TikTok. I'm at 3231 on TikTok. Get on TikTok. I want to get up to 1,000 people so I can broadcast on there too. I think that would be pretty good. Also. But y'all have a great night. Mwah. I love you. Bye.